In the name of Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is his exalted Christ, and the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the Messiah in our midst today. I want to greet my family in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu Alaikum. Assalamu Alaikum simply means peace be unto you. It means peace be unto you. Jesus never went among the people and left the people without saying, peace be unto you. And as we know, Jesus didn't speak English, is that right? He spoke Arabic or ancient Hebrew, is that right? So when he came among the people, he said, Shalom Alaikum or Assalamu Alaikum. So I want to greet you in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu Alaikum. Today, this event, restoring our community through unity. Restoring our community through unity. And I want to give a special thanks to Robenson County Strong for putting on this event and other events they have put on thus far, because they're doing a tremendous work and tremendous job in our communities. And so I send greetings and peace from Muhammad Study Group in Bennettsville, South Carolina, and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to Robenson County Strong. I'm not going to be long here in Robenson County, but I am going to be strong. Is that right? So we're going to deal with restoring our community through unity. In order for us to restore our community, we got to know what restoring means. Is that right? So how can we do something if we don't have a proper or functioning understanding of that which we must do? When we talk about restoring something, if you look at the word restore, it's right in accord with renewing, repairing. R-E means again. Store means to set up a place or set up a situation or a condition and bring it to reality. So in order for us to restore the community, now we got to deal with the community. Is that right? Because as we know, our communities ain't communities no more. That's right. We call it the hood. Is that right? And it was called neighborhood, but since we ain't neighbors no more, we just the hood. So to restore the community, we will bring in back the neighbors in the hood. And so to restore our community, the word community, if you look at the word community, it's two words morphed together. You got common and unity. A community is a group of people that have something in common. They are like minds. They are alike, right? They think alike. They move and they operate alike based on their unity. So a community is common people working together as a unit. So unity in the community can only be restored by the renewing of our mind. It can only be restored by the renewing of our mind, changing our thinking. We can no longer think about being drug dealers, dope dealers. We can no longer think about being thugs and killers. Is that right? We got to think about being healers. We got to change our thought. For in the Bible, Jesus said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so shall it be. So every time we turn on the television, let me slow that down, the television, where they telling you a lie visually where you can see it. Where every time we turn on the television, the only thing they show us is crime and criminals. Only thing they show us is the negative thing that go on in the community. They ain't showing gatherings like this, is that right? They ain't showing people working in the community, people sacrificing day and night to make things work in the community. They only show you what goes on negative in our community, is that right? So in order for us to restore our community through unity, we got to renew our mind. We got to start changing the thoughts of the people. We got to change the hearts and minds of the people. Is that right?
That's right.
I see some with Black Lives Matter shirts on. Is that right? We shouldn't even have to walk around with Black Lives Matter because everybody life should matter. But since the black man and woman has been treated the worst on the face of the planet Earth for 6,000 years, for 6,000 years, we have to have a Black Lives Matter. And there are those of us out here tonight that supports the black community, that has unity with the black community, that are wearing Black Lives Matter. Why? Because they're sensitive to our needs. That's why when we deal as a people, when we deal as the original people of the planet Earth, no matter where you go on the face of the planet Earth, 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth, the original people are here. The original people are here. And we, the original people, have been mistreated everywhere they go. So now you got to have a Black Lives Matter. Now you got to have situations and circumstances where the Native, I don't call them Native Americans because before there was an America, they were here. Is that right? Before any such thing as of America, they was here. How can a man discover something when people are already there? And Columbus, Christopher Columbus, thought he was in India. He thought he was in India when he came over here. So when he left, a man named Americus Vespucci came over here. And so he said, man, this ain't India. So he named it the America. He named it after himself, an Italian explorer. So to my Native brothers and sisters, you're not a Native American, you just Native you. You Native God. So you got to stop using terms that connects you with your oppressor, that connects you with an open enemy that always wanted to destroy you. Ain't no way in the world we should be trying to restore our community when we the problem. Say that again. We are the problem in our community. Ain't nobody telling that baby daddy not to take care of his baby. He does that on his own, right? He don't take care of his baby on his own. So we got to restore back family. We got to restore back, turn the hearts of the father back to the children. So when we got to restore the community, it first starts with the home. Self-improvement is the basis for community development, so teaches the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So in order for us to restore the community, we got to look at ourselves. If I'm a father and I got children, if I got a baby, shouldn't nobody have to tell me to take care of my baby, is that right? And if I got a son and my son is on the corner with his pants hanging down, rocking the jailhouse look, because that's where sagging comes from. To restore my community, I got to tell my son, yo, homie, you got to pull them pants up. You got to dress to impress. You got to move and operate a certain way. So to restore our community, we got to restore our home. We got to restore ourselves.
That's right.
And so, after we study ourselves and get a knowledge of ourselves and get an understanding of ourselves, then we take that in our homes and we make sure our home is good. Is that right? You know, somebody might be out here talking about a unity in the community and they arguing with their cousin. They mad and they they don't like Uncle Leroy. See? So we got to get it right within ourselves. We got to make it right within ourselves. We got to study the self first. And love self first. We can't love nobody else until we love ourselves. And so that restoration, the restoring this of the community, start with the self. That restoring and bringing things back. The restore means to store again. The renew again. How can we renew or restore our community until we first learn to restore and renew our mindset? As we think, so shall it be. As we think, so shall it be. If I think that brother or that sister is my enemy, I'm going to treat them like an enemy. Is that right? Some of the sisters know this all too well. You know, when they don't want to do something, they say, I got a headache. They say, hey, honey, I got a headache tonight. They might not even have a headache, but they done said it and thought it. All of a sudden, they looking for the ibuprofen. They looking for the Tylenol. Is that right? Because all of a sudden, they thought headache, and the headache came. Now they look over and say, honey, can you go get some aspirin? Oh, you really do got a headache. Because they put their mind to it. So we can restore our community if we just put our mind to it. If we just think about restoration of the community, rebuilding of the community, and then once we put our mind to it, we got to organize and strategize. Is that right? When we organize and come together as organizations, come together as movements. When we organize, we can't ego trip. Y'all know we ego trip, right? My organization. My organization. Imagine the body, right? The body is full of what? Organs, is that right? Imagine the heart trying to do what the brain does. The heart say, I ain't trying to pump no blood through the body today. I want to think. I want to be the thinker. So the blood starts pumping through the body, is that right? Because the heart don't want to do what the heart's supposed to do as an organ in that organization. We all got a part to play in restoring our community. So our unity as organization, our unity as movement is for us to sit at the table and strategize. How can we work together? How can we come together and work together? And I can't look over into the new Black Panther Party and try to tell them how to be the new Black Panther Party. I can't look over into Robenson County Strong and try to tell them how to be Robenson County Strong. I can't look over into the village and tell the village how to be the village. All I can do is understand that it takes a village to raise one child. Is that right? And then I stand behind the village, I stand behind Robenson County Strong, and they all stand behind the Nation of Islam. We all come together and we work in our community together to build where we live, to heal where we live. Is that right?
That's right.
How many of y'all tired of the gun shooting? How many of y'all tired of the killing? Our elders can't even sleep at night in our communities. They can't sleep because they scared. They hear gunshots ringing out all through the community. So we got to be in the community talking to our young people, talking to them and letting them know, hey, you are a terrorist in your own community. We ain't got to worry about some terrorists coming from somewhere else. Our terrorists is 15 and 16 and 17-year-old young men running around with guns. Is that right? Terrorizing their own home. And so we got to strategize and figure out how to set up something to get our young men, get our young sisters, That's what it's going to take. It's going to take our unity to restore the community, but it's going to also take the work. And I always say, I'm tired of having meetings to talk about having a meeting, to talk about having a meeting. I'm so tired of that reality. And so now, we got to, from this day forth, put together one more meeting to strategize, to organize, to put in the work. Is that right? Because faith without work is dead. Faith without work is dead. You can have faith in your movement faith in your organization, and even faith in your God. But if you ain't out there putting in the work, it's dead. It's non-productive. Is that right? So from this day forth, we need to start strategizing from putting in the work. If you don't have my information, get my information so you can contact me to see how we can work together. Don't call me till we having a meeting to talk about having a meeting and see when we can meet again. Is that right? So I want to thank y'all for listening. I want to thank y'all for coming out. And I greet you as I came in the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum.